We already got people online tapping in, man. Shalom to y'all, man. That's what's up, man. So Mary, no, I'm messing with y'all. So as you can see, man, they like, no, what is he saying? Nah. All right, so look, today's title of today's lesson is Christmas or Christ Mass. You be the judge, right? So we're gonna go ahead and go over the history of this sadistic holiday. I want to let y'all know right now. I'm gonna go ahead. Spoiler alert: this day is about the sun god. All right, it ain't about Jesus' birth, none of that. All right, this day is about the celebration and the worship of the sun god. We're gonna go ahead and give out the history on that because look, we can't lie on the history, right? One thing we can't hide is this history. All these documents that we have that we're gonna bring out today, we're gonna for sure let y'all know what our people are celebrating and ingratiating themselves into. You know what I mean? They might have not known this, but look, now you come across this video, hey, there's no more cloak for your sin, all right? There's no more cloak for your sin. We're going to go ahead and give y'all a bar of what Christmas is really about, right? He said Christ Mass, absolutely. LA for life. I think that's my boy, Serge. What up, Serge? Tap in, Serge. What's up with it? So look, couple things, all right? Anybody familiar with the winter solstice? What is that? Where's the winter solstice? When? What is it? Not when is it? Go ahead. We don't got a mic, so speak loud.
It's just I think it's the shortest day of the year. The shortest
day of the winter year. Okay. What's the significance behind
it? I can't remember, but I just know it's the shortest day.
Okay, this is what this day is all about, right? Christmas. For those that don't know, it's about the winter solstice, right? Write this down, brothers, since y'all don't have it. All right. The word solstice or sol goes back to the Latin word sun or light, and stis, which goes back to the Latin word sister, which means to stand still or high. So essentially what it's saying is the sun died on this day. So in commemoration of the sun being hidden and dying, you have a celebration of the sun god and in various capacities, which goes back to the ancient roots, Nimrod and Tammuz. All right. Christ, for sure in hell, wasn't born on December 25th, but it was somebody. We're going to go into that somebody who was born on December 25th. We're going to get the story behind it. We're going to make it make sense at the end of this lesson, and you be the judge. Is it Christmas or Christ Mass, right? All right, so with that said, before I jump into the whole scholastic aspects of the lesson, I want to share my screen for the brothers and sisters online. We're going to go ahead and review this video. For those that's in here, y'all can watch it alone. Just mute your phone so we don't get the feedback and double feedback. Y'all can turn your phones down if y'all want to follow along. We're going to go ahead and react to this video real quick. All right. This is a little video with Dr. Phil. Let me go ahead and make it the max screen right here. Make it the max so they can see real good, right? And the reason I'm bringing this out is to show y'all the program, the social engineering that our people are subjugated to in these days as it pertains to Christmas, right? It don't matter how many facts you bring out. It doesn't matter how much documents you come with, how many hardcore evidence that you bring. Our people are still ingratiated in this madness, in this sick, sadistic holiday, which I'm going to show you, because they have a strong delusion on them. This Christmas is a strong delusion, and it has a strong hold on our people that's so strong, man. It don't matter how many facts you bring out. And this video is just a mini example and illustration of how lost our people are, right? So let's go ahead and get a bar of this, right? Let me see, is my volume up? The volume up, all right. Let me see, all right.
Well, today's guests want to know, is this normal? Now, let me tell you.
Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it? It's tricky. Y'all can hear it a little bit, right? A little bit. I wish I would have bought the, we're going to have to get that little external, so we can hook it up to the speakers. Yeah. It's cool, though. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, all right?
Definition of normal. And my definition of normal is whether something is disrupting your life or not. That's how you tell if something's normal. If it's not disrupting your life, then it's not really abnormal. If it's working for you. Now, Shalita wrote to me because she refuses to celebrate the holidays. Any holidays. Now, several years ago, she decided that they were just excuses to spend money. She doesn't understand why her family just won't accept her choice.
Dear Dr. Phil, my family is so mad at me about my views on certain holidays. I am tired of defending my stance on not celebrating Christmas Easter, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, and Halloween to my family, especially my sister Akia. 8 years ago, I realized the truth behind these hell days. And now my family ridicules me about my choice not to celebrate or let my 6-year-old daughter celebrate either. First of all, according to my research, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Jesus wasn't even born on the 25th of December. Easter is another pagan holiday. Thanksgiving, great. Let's celebrate the slaughter of Native Americans. Valentine's Day is a purely sexual holiday, and Halloween is worshiping the dead. Christ would really appreciate that. I have no problem with documenting holidays like Hanukkah, but these other make me sick. I get sick to my stomach when I see decorations or have people wish me a happy this or a merry that. I wish more people would realize the truth. Dr. Phil, can you please help my sister understand that not celebrating these holidays is my choice? Bah humbug. Shalita.
So she wrote to Dr. Fields, for those who don't know, I don't know if y'all heard that good. She wrote to Dr. Fields that she tired of her family, persecuting her essentially for, not wanting to keep the holidays. She's like, she tired of this, so give me some help, right? Let's see what Dr. Fields said, right?
All right, now we have Shalita's sister, Akia, on the phone, and she totally disagrees with her sister's views. Okay, so what do you think's going on here? I'm going to ask you in a minute, but tell me what you think's going on here.
I think she's just cheap because if you buy her a gift, she'll accept it. If she was so into not being celebrating Christmas, she would turn it down, or she would tell me no. My daughter can't come over your house to spend the pagan holiday with you.
No, I'm broke. I'm not cheap. And if I had the money and I celebrated it, I would buy gifts. But even if I had $1 million, because I don't celebrate Christmas, I'm not going to buy anybody anything.
You're so big on not celebrating, then why do you let her come over to my house to celebrate?
It was one day. It was one day, one time, because you asked.
Now look, y'all heard that? She said, if you were so big on it, then why you have your kid come to the house one time and celebrate it? If you were so big on, this is why y'all gotta stay strong, man, because your family gonna lose respect. If y'all really about this work and really about this truth, y'all gotta stand strong on it and don't fold at no time. Right? Give me Luke. Let me show y'all something. Luke 14. Your house already gave us preference on our family, right? So, shout out to the sister though, because she stays strong. When you watch the end of this, which we're gonna get into, she stays strong on a lot of things, but she had folded on the pressure a little bit. She felt the pressure of her family, what was in her family. And I can just judge by the situation, not knowing her. She looked like a single parent. She don't have a head. If she had a head there, I don't think this would have happened. You know what I'm saying? I think if she had a head there, the head would have gave her that support that she needed to stay strong and not bow down to her family, right? Because, a lot of times, when you get all that pressure from your family, sometimes you give in. This is why you are with your other family here. So we can escape the woes of our family. Because what our family say? We in code. We're religious freaks. We're crazy. We're extremists. You're radical. All these different things, right? So she probably was experiencing those things from every which way and just gave in. She didn't go to the Christmas celebration, but she let her kid go. No, we ain't doing none of that, right? We're gonna stay strong regardless, because we know all those things is rooted in paganry and wickedness and left hand, worship on the left hand side. So because of that, we're gonna stay strong and be willing to die for it, right? Read that. Luke 14:26.
The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father,
And what?
And hate not his father.
That Greek word is in the Greek is love less. So if any man come to me and don't love less his father, so the Lord said you gotta love less your people. If you're gonna serve me, you gotta love less your people. That's a prerequisite. If you don't love less your people, you're gonna struggle in this thing. You gotta love them less, right? Hate not who?
Hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life.
How your life used to be. That's what it's going into, because we got to be what? Born again, right? So we got to reprogram, right? Start over. So you got to hate your own life, meaning the life that you used to live, right? Read.
He cannot be my disciple.
How would y'all say you can't do it? It's impossible, right? How you gonna love me and then want to ingratiate yourself with the world? It's not possible. It don't mix, right? Let's stop that. Let's get John. Let's get another one, right? Because the sister, She redeemed herself though, but she gave in that one time, and that's bad because your family looking at everything you do. They looking at all your moves, so you got to stay strong on everything. That's why I don't go to no picnics, nothing. If you want me to go, make it on Sunday. I'll come. I'm not doing nothing on this. You know what time it is. It took 4 years of conditioning to my people for they to really realize, like, don't call me on the Sabbath unless it's life threatening. You know what I'm saying? And usually in that sense, I can't do nothing anyways. It ain't too much I can do if the Most High, you know what I mean? If he go ahead and, punch somebody clock, it ain't too much I can do. Give me John chapter, Salakia. Give me on 15. John 15. You can read verse 18. Get to the point.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
That's a good thing. The world's going to hate you. You've been a real solid Israelite, the world's not going to like you, and that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that because you know what? It's the same thing happened during the time Christ walked the earth, right? The Romans hated him. The Romans did not like Christ, all right? The Romans didn't care about Christ, neither did his people. His people actually turned him into the Romans and said, crucify him, right? Read.
Verse 19. If you were the world would love his own.
Because, when we was in the world, we was popping bottles, right, Caleb? We was the life of the party. We was bringing our gingerbread mans, our chocolate chip cookies, right? Bringing that hog mog and that smoked bacon, right? We was bringing all that to the party, right? Hey, look, the world loved us, man. I know Rata was the life of the party because he's the life of the party now. I'm sure he was the life of the party back in his time with his family, right? The world loved us back then, right? But read.
It says, if you were the world would love his own.
Mm-hmm.
But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
The world gonna hate you, man, because you know what they're gonna say? Not in your face. Niggas is crazy. Niggas really think they Israelites. Niggas is religious freaks. They're weird. Why do they wear this stuff on their clothes? Bible thumpers. They overdo it. They're too serious. Hey, lighten up, bro. Right? These are all the things that they say, right? I mean, but like the Lord said, man, the world's gonna hate you. That's a good thing. That means you're operating in the right fashion, in the right capacity when that happens, right? So let's get some more of this with the sisters.
She asked me, and I felt bad, so I let her go that one time.
She's coming again this Christmas.
You don't know that.
What's your problem with holidays, for example? You said you got your daughter and you told her the truth
Yes.
about Christmas.
And my nephews and all other
She
small
also
children.
told the other family members' children too.
Well, you got in between other children and their parents.
They
and told
asked me.
them. You told, and so what is the truth?
Well, okay, I did some research on these holidays, and I found out that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ at all. It's all about the worshiping of a sun god. During the time when Constantine was converting pagans into Christians, the pagans didn't want to let go of their celebrations. So what they did to compromise was they married the two. They took
Facts. I don't know if y'all heard that. That's a fact. She gave y'all some history. I want y'all brothers to know this, right? Emperor Constantine, he realized, like, look, the Roman Empire is falling. The Holy Roman Empire, right, was on a downslope. And he said, look, in order for me to save the empire, I have to adopt Christ. Not that I care about him, it's because his name is too prevalent right now. It was, remember at the time, Roger brought this up a couple weeks ago, you people utilize the Bible as a political checkmate move to keep the people in order, right? So they utilize the word of Christ to keep people in order. Constantine understood that, and he said, look, man, for me to I understand the concept that a nation that's divided cannot stand. So I can't have schisms over here, fights over here, little spats over here, arguing, bickering over here. You know what? Look, how about this? How about we use the banner of Christ and then we marry paganism around the story of Christ? That way, everybody's satisfied. And that's when he had the Council of Nicaea and he established his Christian dogma and his Christian religion, or Christianity, let me say that, because the first Christians didn't do that. You know what I mean? It was widely accepted and known that we didn't participate in none of these type of customs that our brothers and sisters that do now, right? Now, Constantine understood, look, I don't really care about the religious dogma or the religious observance. All I care about is saving the Roman Empire. So if I have to adopt the story of Christ in the name of Christ and hide under the banner and implement paganry in the mix, then I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what he did, right? And he established all this order in the Council of Nicaea, which you see all of the clergies. He invited all the clergies, all the bishops, all the deacons to this council that they had in Turkey, modern day Turkey. And they had this meeting and they agreed on some things that our brothers and sisters are still carrying out today. One of those things was Christ's birthday. Another one of those things was Easter. Another one of those things was what was another one? The Trinity. Trinity. That was another one. Those were like one of the. It was a lot of other things, but those were like one of the three of the main components of that meeting. And he said, we're not going to leave until we all agree. And if we have people to disagree, then we kick them out. And it was only 2. So they had about 1,000 people in there, and only 2 disagreed. And those 2 people got exiled and kicked out. You know what I mean? But these weren't regular dudes that he invited. These were leaders, bishops. It would be on the level of me right now. Rata, you lead BOW. Sabat, you got HOI. What's my boy name? Alazar, you got Sakari. I'm getting all of y'all that we're gonna agree on something. And we're not gonna leave this room until we agree on this. That's what Emperor Constantine did in the 3rd century, right? And he's established his religious pagan dogma that's still propagating the earth to this day. And it still has an effect on the earth to this day, right? And Christmas was one of them, right? Christmas and Christ's birthday was one of them. December 25th was one of them. We're going to find out who was born on December 25th, all right? So let's keep it going.
Pagan festivals and Christian doctrine and put them together.
That was in the 4th century.
But it doesn't
Hey,
matter.
look, this devil know about this history. He's, hey, relax. That was in the 4th century. What are you talking about? We're in 2020 now. What are you talking about, right? She's like, it don't matter though. Like, this is when she started getting strong. Now, look, if she had a husband, I guarantee you her husband would have been on her side. Matter of fact, he probably wouldn't have even been on Dr. Phil. But let's say he did let her go on. He would have been right there and he would have been answering her questions. You know what I'm saying? How it's supposed to be. She's susceptible right now. That's why she's probably getting all this persecution from her family. And she don't got nobody to be with. This is why we always recommend to be with a body. Because if you don't have that head, then you need to have a body that's going to be that protection. Right? And that covering and grace to you, right? Let's continue.
Lived during the 4th century and we called ourselves Christians like the early Christians did, we would not have celebrated it.
Let me tell you what I think the truth is about Christmas. Do I think it's about a fat man running around the world dropping off toys? No, I got that busted for me last year, I think. But can't you let your children enjoy
Life.
the festivities of the holidays, the music, the spirit of kind of giving and family?
Who that sound like? Hey, don't that sound like the serpent in the garden talking to Eve? Surely you will not die. Go ahead, bite of the fruit. Surely you will not die. What are you talking about? See, God don't want you to be on the same level as him. That's why. You're not gonna die. What are you talking about? He's really trying to. She's dropping facts after facts. He's like, you're really gonna deprive your children of a good time? Yeah, why does it have to be about religion when the origin says it's about religion? The pagans took this serious. This is really their day in worship of their sun god. They wasn't playing with this, right? But nevertheless, now everybody adopted it because of the Romans, which we're gonna get into. But the pagans were serious about this. They wasn't playing with this day, right? And she's like, nah, man, like I can't, you know what I mean? I can't let my children participate in this because this is really a devil worship. This is really rooted in wickedness and darkness on the left-hand side. And he's like, but can we turn it into something else? For Christ's sakes, it's 2020 now. This is what Dr. Phil is trying to do. It sounds like the serpent in the garden with Eve.
And being together, it doesn't have to be whether it's a pagan origin or a Christian origin or there's a real Santa Claus or you believe it was Christ's birthday or whatever. I mean, can you not find a way to fold us into the current day world?
Absolutely not. Because to me, it's a form of Satanism. If anybody know anything about pagans, they didn't believe in Christ. They didn't believe in God. So would you let your children go to a seance and conjure up spirits? You know, of course not.
I don't know, man. Nowadays they would. Hey, Travis Scott, right? Well, what was the youngest? He just did a lesson on here. Hold on, let me turn this around.
I think the youngest. I don't know. The youngest was. I think he was 8.
Yeah.
He was 8 years old. And the cool thing about it is, a festival is a feast. That's what festival means. It means feast. Literally, if you look the word up, festival. So I don't know. They will let their kids go to that.
8 years old, bro. That was the youngest one to die.
Trampled to death.
Trampled to death, man. So she said, would you let your kids go to the seance? Yeah, they do it now, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's what Christmas is, though, you know? You let your kids go to and participate in something that's wicked on the left-hand side. Conjuring up wicked spirits and dark spirits and giving credence and worship to dark spirits. Little do you know.
You hate Valentine's Day.
Yes, that's another
You
thing.
see how he had to change it? He getting cut up at Christmas, but you hate Valentine's Day too. You could deny it. So he's like, what about love? Let's talk about the love.
He said, well, wasn't that about the 4th century? He knew the truth. That's how the devil is. He
knew about it. It still was like, but you hate Valentine's. He's going to persecute her and make it like she's bringing out facts. Hey, never mind that it's devil worship. Never mind that it's rooted in Satanism. Never mind the paganism and how the people that created this hate God. Never mind all that. You're depriving me of a good time. How dare you? How dare you, Eve? How dare you? This is what, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had everybody in the crowd hating this woman, man. That's why I was like, damn, I wish she would have had a husband there to protect her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's kind of she's subjugating herself to a lot of scrutiny for no reason. You know what I mean? The hell with your parents. The hell with your people. Hey, look, everybody's not gonna get it. That's what it is. You can't save the world, man. Make sure you get your salvation in order, right? The Lord said that, man. Work out your salvation with what? Come on. Got to get ourselves right first. Although we're about to go into earlier. Niggas want to go into double entendres in the scriptures, regenerate. Hey, bro, you can't even keep the Sabbath. Whatever Sabbath that you keep, you can't even keep it holy. You can't even honor your Sabbath that you so-called keep. Niggas create doctrines and say, we can't keep it in captivity. Well, I seen Toby do it, and he was in captivity. I seen Ezra do it, and he was in captivity. I seen Nehemiah do it, talking about he'll put hands on Jakes, and he was in captivity. I digress. Let's keep going. My bad. I be getting high. My bad. Salaki.
Holiday. I mean, it's as simple as going to your Encyclopedia Britannica, looking up Valentine's Day, and it'll tell you everything. This is not my opinion; these are facts. And if Christ was around, he would completely disagree with all these celebrations.
Well, do you believe that these holidays are what we name them to be for ourselves? I mean, they can become totally.
He's a real serpent. I'm sorry. I know people. He's a real serpent. He's denying all of the facts. He don't care about none of the facts. He like, I don't care about all this history that she's bringing out. He like, I mean, is it a way we can just kind of make it a good thing though? I mean, it is for the children now, you know. I mean, you mean to tell me if I partake in this that I'm a devil worshiper? You don't think you're being a little extreme, right? Hey, this sounds like the serpent I'm telling you, in the garden, man. Sweet talking Eve.
Machine and become completely commercialized, or they can be religious observances, or they can be family observances where you ritualistically get together and share time. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be one definition or this definition or this definition. I don't believe in like over commercializing Christmas. I don't believe that it has to be just a religious observance. I think there are a lot of different ways that we can define these for ourselves.
Well, but it is a religious observance, and I like to say that you can't turn pus into pudding. You can't change something into a good thing because it was never intended that way.
Okay, let me ask you this: if I get together with my family this Christmas, if my 82-year-old mother comes here And
Hey, so if I get together with my family, look how he's a serpent, man. Look, I get together. He's gonna make it sound so good. This is how the white men bedazzle our people. He's speaking in a calm voice. Look, he's a psychologist. He's not a Dr. Phil for no reason. Trust me, he know what he's doing. He's gonna get the audience back, even though she's cutting him up. He's gonna get the audience back in his favor. So you need to tell me my 82-year-old mother was on her last leg. The dramatic pause. My 82-year-old mother was on her last leg. Right? I'm gonna let you continue. I'm gonna let her continue the story. Watch this.
days with us, and our children who are grown and outside the home come and spend rare time with their parents, and we have a nice meal and watch football games. You're saying that's a pus-filled holiday?
Yes, I think that those who understand the meaning, the true meaning of Christmas, and continue to do it, your soul's going to be judged. This is going out to the people who are afraid during Judgment Day, who are afraid. If you're just if you're an atheist, if you're just doing it for tradition, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to preachers, those who have a religious responsibility to lead the people, and I don't believe that they are leading the people correctly.
I just totally, blatantly disagree.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
Of course you do. Of course you disagree, you damn demon. He's a demon. His spirit is not wired to get it. But look, the reason I brought this out for a particular purpose, right? It's kind of fun watching it, but nevertheless, kind of dissecting it. I wanted to bring it out to show y'all the social engineering and programming, how strong it is. Give me Jeremiah 9:3.
Hey, and while y'all getting that, and would he celebrate Christopher Dorner?
Right, Christopher Dorner. That?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna celebrate Christopher Dorner because he did stand up for.
We should start doing that, bro. We should start
stood up for black people. So why don't we just get together? I mean, yeah, he killed some cops, and but hey, we might as well get together. It's what we make it, right? And they'll look at you like you crazy. What about Hitler? Let's just celebrate Hitler. Because the fake Jews
I was messing up.
The fake Jews were, they were kind of bad.
9/11.
Let's celebrate 9/11. I mean, because America did have it coming to them, what they was doing over there for the Palestinians. And crazy.
Hey, we still online? Can y'all see me?
It says they took it down.
They took it down?
They take it down.
They took it down?
Stream suspended for policy violation.
What?
Wow. What you say?
You hit them, cut them too deep.
We be talking about Christmas?
Dr. Phil? Policy violations?
Probably for using Dr.
Oh, Dr. Phil, yeah.
For real? But that's on YouTube.
Restart another one.
Yeah, he's a demon, man. He stopped it. Wow, they stopped it. We was cutting too hard, man.
But wait, I'm trying to. Wasn't that on?
Yeah,
That's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube though.
Try to exit out of the live and read live.
Probably the devil in the chat.
Oh, that's right. Huh?
Probably got reported.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Can't it's still suspended?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still. All right, I'm gonna start it again, man. We're gonna start another one.
Wow.
Demons.
Now, but YouTube, they update and do like certain